Have you ever noticed how some people seem to stay strong, mobile, and independent well into their 70s and 80s, while others begin to struggle with simple daily movements like standing up, walking comfortably, or reaching overhead? The difference often isn't genetics, expensive equipment, or intense workouts. In many cases, it comes down to a few simple movements practiced consistently every day. And today, I want to share 3 daily moves that every senior should be doing, not because they are trendy, but because they target the exact physical abilities that keep your body functioning, your joints healthy, and your independence strong. Now here's the important thing. These are not extreme exercises. They're not complicated routines that require flexibility like a gymnast or strength like an athlete. These movements are gentle, science-backed, and designed to work with your body rather than against it. And if you stay with me until the end, you may realize that improving your mobility, strength, and confidence doesn't require hours in a gym. Sometimes it starts with just a few intentional minutes each day. As we age, the body naturally changes. Muscles lose mass, joints become stiffer, balance can decline, and circulation slows. But aging itself isn't the problem. Inactivity is. The human body is designed to move, and when we stop moving regularly, small limitations slowly turn into bigger challenges. The good news is that the reverse is also true. Gentle, consistent movement can signal your body to maintain strength, keep joints lubricated, and improve coordination. The first daily move focuses on something we often take for granted until it becomes difficult: the ability to stand up and sit down comfortably. Think about how many times each day you rise from a chair, get out of bed, or lower yourself to sit. This movement is more than just convenience. It reflects leg strength, core stability, and balance all working together. When seniors lose this ability, independence begins to shrink. So practicing this motion intentionally is incredibly powerful. Imagine sitting toward the front of a sturdy chair, feet flat on the ground, knees aligned with your hips. Slowly lean your torso slightly forward and press through your feet to stand up, using your legs rather than pulling with your arms if possible. Then gently lower yourself back down with control. This isn't about speed. It's about awareness. As you rise, notice how your muscles activate: the thighs, the hips, the core stabilizing your spine. As you sit, focus on control instead of dropping down. This eccentric control, the slow lowering phase, is where muscles build resilience. Many seniors discover that this simple movement strengthens not only their legs but also their confidence. Confidence is something we rarely talk about in fitness, yet it changes everything. When you trust your body to support you, you move more freely, walk more comfortably, and engage more fully in daily life. The second daily move may seem even simpler, but it plays a huge role in preventing one of the biggest risks associated with aging: falls. Balance isn't just about standing on one foot. It's about how your brain communicates with your muscles to maintain stability. Every step you take is actually a tiny balancing act. And without regular practice, that system becomes less responsive. Try standing near a wall or sturdy surface for safety. Shift your weight gently from one foot to the other, slowly lifting one heel off the ground, then the other. Or if you feel comfortable, practice standing on one foot for a few seconds while keeping your posture tall. Notice how your body makes tiny adjustments. Those small movements are your nervous system recalibrating. Over time, these adjustments become faster and more precise, which helps prevent stumbles or loss of balance. What's fascinating is that balance training is as much neurological as it is physical. You're not just strengthening muscles, you're strengthening communication pathways between your brain and body. Think of it like upgrading your internal navigation system. Even brief daily practice can improve reaction time and stability, which can make everyday activities like walking on uneven ground or turning quickly feel safer. Now, the third daily move addresses something that affects nearly everyone as they age: stiffness. Many people wake up feeling tight, or notice their shoulders and hips losing range of motion. Without regular mobility work, joints become less fluid, and movements that were once effortless begin to feel restricted. But gentle stretching combined with active movement can restore that sense of ease. Imagine raising your arms slowly overhead, reaching upward as if you're trying to lengthen your spine. Then gently open your arms wide, allowing your chest to expand. Move slowly, breathing deeply, letting each motion feel smooth rather than forced. This kind of controlled mobility encourages circulation, nourishes joints with synovial fluid, and reduces the feeling of rigidity that can accumulate from long periods of sitting. What many people don't realize is that stiffness isn't always caused by age itself. It's often caused by lack of movement variety. When we repeat the same patterns every day, sitting, standing, walking forward, certain muscles become overused while others become underutilized. Gentle mobility exercises restore balance to the body, helping muscles work together more efficiently. Now you might be wondering why these three movements matter so much. The answer lies in what researchers call functional fitness, exercises that directly translate into everyday abilities. Standing from a chair improves your independence. Balance practice reduces fall risk. Mobility movements maintain joint health and freedom of movement. Together, they form a foundation that supports everything else you do. Another important aspect is consistency over intensity. Many seniors believe they need long workouts to see results, but science suggests that frequent, manageable sessions often produce better long-term outcomes. Think of these daily moves as brushing your teeth for your body, small habits that protect your future health. There's also a psychological benefit that deserves attention. When you commit to simple daily movements, you begin to reconnect with your body. Instead of viewing aging as decline, you start seeing it as adaptation. Each repetition becomes a reminder that your body is capable of learning, strengthening, and improving at any age. If you've ever felt intimidated by fitness advice that seems too complicated or demanding, remember this: progress starts where you are. Maybe today you perform just a few repetitions. Maybe you hold your balance for only a few seconds. That's perfectly fine. Improvement happens gradually, and even small changes accumulate into meaningful progress over time. Breathing is another element that transforms these exercises. Slow, steady breathing signals relaxation to your nervous system, allowing muscles to move more freely. As you stand, inhale gently. As you sit, exhale slowly. When balancing, breathe naturally without holding your breath. When stretching, allow your breath to guide the rhythm of movement. Many seniors also notice improved circulation when they incorporate daily movement. Muscles act like pumps that help move blood back toward the heart. Gentle contractions encourage better oxygen delivery, which can reduce feelings of heaviness in the legs and increase overall energy levels. And let's talk about independence, because this is truly the heart of today's message. Independence isn't just about physical ability, it's about freedom of choice. The ability to get up from a chair without assistance, to walk confidently, to reach for something overhead, these are small actions that preserve dignity and autonomy. By practicing these daily moves, you are investing in your future self. Another important reminder is safety. Always move within a comfortable range. Pain is not a sign of progress here. Gentle challenge is good. Sharp discomfort is not. Use support when needed. Over time, as strength and confidence grow, you may notice that movements feel smoother and more natural. One of the most inspiring truths about the human body is its adaptability. Even later in life, muscles can become stronger, balance can improve, and mobility can increase. The nervous system continues to learn, and joints respond positively to appropriate movement. You are never too old to benefit from gentle exercise. Consistency also builds routine, and routine reduces decision fatigue. Instead of wondering what exercises to do each day, you simply return to these three foundational movements. Over weeks and months, they become familiar, almost automatic, like a daily ritual that anchors your health. Imagine starting your morning with these movements. You sit and stand with intention, reminding your legs and core how to work together. You practice balance, waking up your nervous system. You move your arms and spine through gentle ranges, inviting mobility into your day. By the time you finish, you've already done something meaningful for your body, something that supports strength, stability, and ease. And perhaps the most powerful part is this: these movements aren't just exercises, they're messages to your body. They say, stay strong, stay capable, stay engaged. Each repetition reinforces the idea that your body is meant to move and that movement is a form of self-care. So if you've been searching for a simple starting point, this is it. 3 daily moves, practiced with patience and consistency, can transform how you feel in your body over time. Not through intensity or pressure, but through gentle, intentional action. As you continue watching and practicing, pay attention to how your body responds. Notice the subtle improvements. Standing up feels easier, balance feels steadier, movement feels smoother. These small wins add up, creating momentum that encourages you to keep going. And remember, the goal isn't perfection. The goal is participation. Showing up for yourself each day, even in small ways, builds resilience that extends far beyond physical health. Because ultimately, staying active isn't just about adding years to your life, it's about adding life to your years. And sometimes, that journey begins with just 3 simple moves done consistently, patiently, and with care.